Well, hello and welcome. So, The Longing was a really interesting game. I haven't ever seen anything at all quite like it. Maybe something has been developed that's similar, but I have never seen it before. So this game passes in real time, and you have to wait for a year to wake up the king. Well, we did that, and things happened, and now the longing has ended. But we can wait for a while, as is kind of the theme of this game. Because honestly, I didn't do anything in the game. The 2 times now that years have passed. It always just kind of went back on the shelf and other stuff would happen. And then I'd come back to a very changed world. But I never really interacted with any of it much because it all felt weird. Probably because I never came back to check on any of the stuff that changed. None of it really became familiar. So we'll continue to wait until the longing has ended and rebirthed. This game is intended as a one-time experience, but if you really insist, you can restart the game from the beginning. Reset. So as far as I understand it, I don't like to read too much too deep and spoil things, but there are multiple endings that can happen. And there is still plenty of other things that we never did. Deep, deep beneath the earth, there lay the realms of an old king. My powers have faded. All I have left is you, my faithful shade. All I ask of you is to wait, and never to leave these caves. I shall now sleep for 400 days, to gather my remaining strength. Wake me when the time has come to end all fear and longing. So this is my home. A nice place to spend the next 400 days waiting. Alright, so we can draw. We can look at the hourglass. Time is progressing, slow and steady. Slow and steady. We can grab a book to sit down and read. Nothing better than resting the weary body on a comforting armchair. We can just sit and stare, as I like to do. We can read a book on our thoughts. The Goose Girl, the Spoke Zarathustra one, thus spoke. Or Moby Dick. I'm half tempted. 1,200 pages. I've never read Moby Dick before. That's tempting. We might end up reading How the Time Flies. I should be reading more. I should be. Got a pile of coal over there we can use for the fireplace. We can make music. Now we need more instrument parts. There was a whole bunch of things that you could do to pass time that I never found. I think we should explore, right? I think the king will allow me to explore his vast realm, but I better remember the way back. We would definitely want to remember how to get back here. Right, that brings us back. Yeah. So we don't need that. We have that one permanently saved. But we can use that to remember any place to get back to pretty easily. There's no need to hurry. I have plenty of time to walk. We have over a year to explore this cavern system. I really like these stairs. And some more coal for the fire. And our pictures. I see something lying on the ground. A lump of coal. I shall keep you safe, my little brother. And now we come to a door. This door hasn't opened in a long time. It might take a while. He is not joking. As many other things. You can hear it slowly grinding open, but we'll have to wait some time. So what might you do while you're waiting for things like this to happen? Well, that's entirely up to you. I'm going to use it as a chance to get coffee. Alright, now we've opened the door. Maybe I should return to my home? Now, let's explore some first. This seems like a great place to be lonely. I'd better remember the way. Yeah, actually, this would be a good place to remember. We'll overwrite that. Right, we could collect these crystals for some reason. If we collect a pickaxe, there was a few things that we could do with that pickaxe. Taking a stroll in these magnificent halls sure is a fulfilling occupation. A piece of coal dropped behind us. A lump of coal. A fallen brother is returning home. I'm looking for something in these caves. I'm just not sure what. That's very true. We'll grab another lump of coal. One of our fallen brothers. The cave here is warm and beautiful, and has a musical instrument back there, or part of it. On some red dye. We could use this to make some different kinds of artwork. A piece of clay. Now I have some red color for my paintings. Loneliness is real. And this is our pathway to get that piece of an instrument. Part of my instrument. If I gather all of them, I'll be able to make some music at home. I have 2 instrument parts now. Sometimes a beautiful melody is playing in my head. It'd be nice if we could make it a reality. What's here? piece of flint. I can use 2 of them to start a nice fire at home. So I did say before that I'd played this a couple of times without actually exploring too much. I explored some. So I think I kinda have a clue where we are. I've seen a fair amount of the game, but definitely not all of it. Or even a sizable portion. Yeah, so this is where the, another location we can wait for the passage of time before we can make our way to get the pickaxe. I've done this. There is moss growing down there. I better wait till there is enough to guarantee a soft landing. I guess it will take about 2 weeks. Well, there we have it. In about 2 weeks' time, we will have the ability to come and jump onto the moss. I don't remember what else we find over here. The pickaxe is very clear, but obviously it's going to open up another area of exploration. There's shinies over there. I wonder what else we could mine. The cave is gonna look spectacular. So there's a couple other locations kind of like this that I know of off the top of my head. Not a clue where they are relative to me now, but I know they exist. I also don't know if we want to... Let's go back the way we came and explore around that area some further. The lone guardian is patrolling the empty streets. Is he referring to himself? I am truly alone. I think so. I think we are. I like the smell of the earth. What's this here? A sheet of paper. Would be useful for my art studies. I wonder where it came from. I wish I had someone to talk to. I can still talk to myself. After all, I just need to sit down for a while and sort out my thoughts. I know where we are. A lump of coal shall return home with its fallen brethren. We're gonna have such a beautiful fire going. Look at all the treasure. I wonder how big these caves really are. Ginormous. They go on for a long while. Oh, From time to time, solitude can be a good thing. From time to time. A full year may not be so healthy. Right. This is where we can figure out how big the caves really are. These carvings seem to show a rather crude map of the kingdom. It would take some time to decipher it. And if we take that time to decipher it, it will show us how big these caves really are. You can see the king here. So the crazy library thing I was thinking of is leftwards and down. I think I'm here, so I was actually relatively close. Actually, I think I'm here. X marks the spot. I'm starting to understand these crude carvings. And like everything else in the longing, we'll give it time. This is all quite a bit larger than I remember. I think I finally understood the carvings. It seems like there is a long and dark way to the top. There's a bunch of glowy crystals over here where the pickaxe is. Alright, so I'm just gonna take a picture of that for when I get extra thoroughly lost. That's the second time he said something about a long, dark way to the top. Would we want to go to the top? What do we have here? A nice piece of flint. I now have 2 of them to start a fire at home. This looks like the entrance to a dark and lonely place. Just the thing I need. It sure does, doesn't it? Gosh, I don't know. Do we want the middle one? 3 doors. Which one shall I choose? Which one shall I choose? This isn't taking me down. What a cozy place. Another piece of coal. And another piece of flint. And a piece of coal fell on us. What a fortuitous day. I think we might have just wrapped around to the beginning. We did. I don't think we can go that way. This was Cozy Place, right? Yep. Cozy Place. Were we on the right track the first time? think we've discovered the path with our 10th lump of coal. And in the darkness, we find the one brilliant, blinding light. The inscription reads, "Only a fool tries to reach the end of eternity." This seems to be standing still. Time seems to be standing still in these halls. Time is indeed frozen. Curtain. It matches the color of my armchair perfectly. And a piece of paper. So I tried not to read anything too super spoily or breaky or whatever. One of the things I did read was that more things would spawn in here over time. Like after a couple weeks or so, there would be a new book or something that would spawn within here somewhere. Another piece of paper. And what have we found here? I hope the king doesn't mind if I borrow one of his books. We have a new book. Do we keep walking? I might be mistaken, but these halls seem to be quite endless. They do seem to be, don't they? We have another piece of paper. I guess I can have them auto walk back out through the hall. Endlessly. Then we can mark the entrance to this place. Once we get out through the door, we'll have to remember to come back here and check on things after some time period has passed. And give us something to check up on every few days. I didn't realize quite how long we actually walked for. That took quite a while. So before we go too much further, we'll remember this place. This is a very interesting place. Then maybe we go home. Let's go home and see what that book was all about. And we return home. After our long journeys through the caverns. We return home with coal and flint and another part of the instrument that we have now half built. We currently need 2 more parts. I think this is as nice a time as ever. The king warned me that I should never leave these caves. I wonder what exactly he meant by that. Me too. Let's make a fire. You can use lapis lazuli or sulfur to make different kinds of fire. Interesting. Let's just make a nice, normal fire. Now time's going by a little quicker. Nothing better than resting the weary body on a comforting armchair with a roaring fire to warm your backside. Poems. I'm pretty sure that would be the book that we just found. From my childhood days. From my childhood days, from my childhood days, rings in old songs, plaintive tone. Oh, how long the ways. Oh, how long the ways I since have gone. What the swallow sang, what the swallow sang, in spring or in autumn, warm, do its echoes hang, do its echoes hang about the farm? When I went away, full coffers and chests were there. When I came today, all was bare. Childish lips. Why is idle reading? Why would you be idle? Who idly reads a book? What the fuck? That's like something my kids do. Childish lips so wise, childish lips so wise, with a lore as rich as gold, knowing all birds' cries, knowing all birds' cries, like the sage of old. Ah, the dear old place. Ah, the dear old place may its sweet consoling gleam shine upon my face, once in a dream. When I went away, full of joy the world lay there. When I came today, all was bare. Still the swallows come, and the empty chest is filled, but this longing dumb shall ne'er be stilled. Nay, no swallow brings thee again where thou wast before. Though the swallow sings, still as of yore. When I went away, full coffers and chests were there. When I came today, all was bare. Wait a minute. I feel like there might actually be some game lore meaning in these poems. All their chests and coffers are bare, but ours down here is pretty full. The spring of love. Dearest, thy discourses steal from my bosom's deep. Oh, holy. Let me, give me like 2 moments to get into Shakespeare here. The spring of love. Dearest, thy discourses steal from my bosom's deep. My heart, how can I from thee conceal my delight, my sorrows smart? Dearest, When I hear thy lyre, from its chains my soul is free. To the holy angel, choir from the earth, oh let us flee. Dearest, how thy music's charms waft me dancing through the sky. Let me round thee clasp my arms, lest in glory I should die. Dearest, sunny wreaths I wear, twined around me by thy lay. For thy garlands rich and rare, oh how can I thank thee? Say! Like the angels I would be without mortal frame, whose sweet converse is like thoughts sounding with acclaim. It's got words of fedora. Or like flowers in the dale, like the stars that glow, whose love songs a beam, whose words like sweet odors flow. Or like to the breeze of morn, waving round its rose, in love's dallying caress, melting as it blows. But the love-lorn nightingale melteth not away, she doth but with longing tones chant her plaintive lay. I am too a nightingale, songless though I sing, 'tis my pen that speaks, though ne'er in the ear it ring. Beaming images of thought doth the pen portray, but without thy gentle smile, lifeless air are they. As thy look falls on the leaf, it begins to sing, and the prize that's due to love in her ear doth ring. Like a Memnon statue now every letter seems, which in music wakes when kissed by the morning's beams. Holy cannoli. That's some serious. Lots of these lies, thousand dots. How the time flies. I should be reading more. I should read some more of the poetry and see what kind of sense there is to make of things. I can make myself a friend, father. Dad looks scary. Cave? No, yeah. An eye. Moon looks sad. Time goes by faster in the company of great art. This one deserves a special place on my wall. It is beautiful. Got another piece of coal. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about reading Moby Dick, maybe. That's right, I remember we could also use the pickaxe whenever we get that to start expanding our cave. We can make it a little bigger, a little bit nicer. But anyway, that has been my time today in The Longing. I thank you for your time. I hope you take care, everybody. Have a good one.